Hello, everyone. Happy New Year's 2023. I hope you had an amazing time. And don't forget to get your free gift, free vision workshop. So I will link it in the description box so that you set an amazing vision and then all of your goals in 2023 manifest. Okay, so this video is about starting to receive his providing. Okay. And so many of you ladies that attended my vision workshop were saying that you desire to be provided for by a man, by either your future husband or even your current man or a date. And one of the things that came up a lot is that women who are, especially the women who are high achieving and successful, they really have a hard time receiving. And I was the same. Like, I really had a hard time receiving too. I kind of, growing up in Central Europe, I thought that I need to bring 50%. And I thought that only my actions, my masculine energy is like something that I can bring, and I had nothing else to offer. And you guys know my story. Only when I was really burnt out, I had to move back to my family to kind of recover from all of this, I realized this is not what I want. Like, this is not what I want. I don't want to contribute. I don't want to, 50-50 relationship. And the most amazing part about this was that I discovered later that especially affluent men want to provide. So another reason why I started to date affluent men, I'm so into like millionaires, it's not really to get the money, but because they value feminine energy, they value being the provider, and it's just so much easier to date them somehow. It's really interesting, but I also had clients saying that it's just like so much easier to date affluent men just because they naturally, like, they just have the value to provide. And if you want to be with an affluent man, you also have to have the capacity and the capacity to receive that and the ability. And you might think, yeah, it's easy. I can receive that. That's what I want. And yet, wanting and being able to are two different things. And I know that so well because I had the biggest issues receiving, providing, like the biggest issues. And, when I decided I no longer going to do 50-50, it was still hard for me to even like receive like a $10 meal. And I gradually kind of developed this skills to receive. I know it sounds so crazy that we have to develop skills to receive, but like this is just what it is because as like growing up in the Western world, we are just, as women, we are taught to be self-sufficient, which is beautiful that you can have, your own income, and it's amazing. And yet, if you want to be provided for, it takes a different kind of skill set. And I really had to let go of this identity of being self-sufficient and letting someone pay for me. So later, I was able to receive like meals and stuff. But then when it came to bigger things like, the $10,000 gift or $2,000 gift, when it came to multiple thousand, I really had a hard time receiving that because I felt like I maybe have to give back something and I didn't want to. Yeah. And that's why I kept rejecting that until I realized this is not the same as we are taught in work. Yes, in work, you have to do something and then you receive the money. But in polarity, in relationships, you just receive just for being, just for bringing the honey, your feminine energy. And it wasn't until I realized that the feminine energy is so much worth for a man that I really owned it, that yes, I deserve to be provided for. And that was because I, of course, had amazing mentors. But also I was interviewing men. I'm still doing that. I was very curious, and I was like asking them, especially wealthy millionaires. I was like, how do you earn that much money? How do you receive it? And what do you need? And most of them were saying, I need like this feminine energy, this abundance, and I can't get this without, a feminine woman. And that really blew my mind to realize that, mm, yes, like your feminine energy is so much worth, and men are using that to earn all of those millions. And yeah, so, anyways, all of those things to really shift the mindset of the woman that is so self-sufficient, thinking that, oh, maybe, I don't want to receive that because maybe I have to give something back, or what if he thinks that I'm not capable, all of that, uh, playing roles in you being able to receive. And also, it's going to be a complete new identity to be able to receive providing, because it's like it's like you are just having to be and receive, and it's like a complete different energy. Let me give you an example. So, you know how um we are used to, mm, okay, that's maybe a good example. You know how you are used to like receiving your food delivery? Yeah, so you just like sit back and receive it and have to do it. It's like super easy. And then imagine you had to cook the same meal, let's say sushi, um, yourself. It would take so much time and work, right? And of course, you could do it yourself, but you can just receive it, like receive it. Just sit back and lean back and receive it. And it's so easy, but why is it so hard? And so many women say, I want to be provided for, but I can't receive it. Or they say, oh, there are no men who want to provide. There are. But men, especially affluent men, need to be with a woman that can receive, it's open to receive, that can just sit back, lean back, and take it. Yeah. And I'm so happy to pronounce that. I'm so happy to announce that I'm doing a new course, and that is called Call in Your Provider. And we are going to go through mindset shifts and also energetics that you are able to receive providing from a man and attract a provider. And this course isn't called Call in Your Savior. So if you have like really, really issues with money, and you're living in scarcity mindset, and you can barely, survive by yourself, then this course isn't for you, because I'm not a fan of women looking for saviors, not because it's bad or anything. You could. It's just not quite empowering. It's not. I believe the most empowering women are the ones who can provide for themselves and then receive, the love, the juice, the providing from the man is like a cherry on top. And even if it wouldn't work, it's like, how do you feel about money? Do you feel like without the guy, I couldn't survive? Then this course isn't for you, because again, it's not called how to call in a savior, but it's called call in your provider. Okay, so this course is for very successful women who are just tired to do everything by themselves, and you just want to receive his love, his providing. And by the way, providing is, of course, money, but also anything else, like any help or support from him. And it's just so beautiful, because when we step into healthy feminine energy and healthy masculine energy, it's just so full of love and joy. And you just imagine that you receive with joy and he gives with joy. And that's the most important part, I feel like, that two people are in love, are in joy, and everyone wins, right? So another limiting belief that so many women have, and I did too, is that, oh, the guy doesn't want to provide, like he doesn't. And this is so not true. There are so many men who want to provide. The reason I know it is because you even would want to provide. If you have like a child or a parent who needs you, or even a sister, I'm so sure you would if you have like $1 million, you would want to give something to them. I'm so sure this is just our nature to give and to love others. Like that's a reason why I'm even here online, to give you the information and doing my courses. Yeah, because it just fulfills us. And that's the same thing for men, for healthy providers. They just want to love you, they just want to provide for you. And you just need to be able to receive that and open up to that. Okay. So, yeah, that's one of the topics that I had to learn very early on. And I would love to share with you all my knowledge and experience from the years in the course Call a New Provider. And the link is in the description box. Yeah. And right now it's at pre-sale price. The price gonna raise next week. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.